kind of person who always packs too much when they go away? Well, if you are, then you're in good company. Today we'll be sharing stories from our past, playing some games, and maybe even performing a live sketch or two. Let's keep on adjusting the temperature of a shower throughout the whole wash. Grab your knitting needles and a blanket, because it's time for three old friends to sit around and sew a new patch into our quilt of friendship. So join me, Dion, under the covers with Christian.
Welcome to Patchwork.
And Josh.
Welcome to Patchwork.
Thank you very much for joining us. It's our first episode back for season 4. It's very good. We've been away for a little while. We've had a couple of things happening in the off season. We've been preparing some new goodies for season 4.
Yeah. Yep.
But we also had a very triumphant live show.
We did. It was a lot of fun. We packed out the Grace Darling Hotel. You can find the recording, the video recording, on our Patreon page. Anyone can go there. It's free. If you go to www.patreon.com/welcome to Patchwork, it's there waiting for you. So have a look at it.
Now, this was our first live recording in front of an audience. And, you know, traditionally you get a bit nervous beforehand. You want everything to be settled because we've obviously put a lot of work into it. We dress the set. We want to stay focused. Now, I think the 1 hour before you perform is key, you know, to getting in the right mindset.
Get in the zone.
Yep.
Now, both of you know that I received a very interesting message at 2:44 p.m. Now, we went live at 3 p.m.
Yep.
So at 2:44 p.m., I get a message from my sister who was attending the live show. It said, "Can I bring food up?" What is that text message?
I mean, it's bizarre. I think it's really bizarre. And Christian, she wasn't the only person that was sending you text messages. All of your friends were sending you text messages with little requests.
Yeah, got another message saying, "I'm going to be late. Is that okay?"
Unbelievable.
I think I love about your sister's messages. It was probably more effort for her to get her phone out, find Christian, type in, press go, rather than looking around the room and going to the bar staff. "Sorry, can I take food upstairs?" But just say that.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, why does she think I know whether you can bring food up at this
weird.
venue?
It's not your venue.
No, absolutely.
Or maybe she thought it was our choice. And so, guys, is this going to be a seated meal or is people bringing their own food or not?
Should I bring my own drinks or will there be a bar there? Very strange.
It's like a wedding. You split the room. This is the groom's side. They're eating. And the bride side, they're not eating.
Do you know what was weirder, though? It was the fact that you replied. And to all these friends, you were getting these incoming text messages. I think there were literally like 3 people messaging you. But you were like, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to reply." I was like, "Christian, just ignore it."
Because I know that they're the type of people that will get upset if I don't reply. Like, I have a friend of mine who will message me, "Oh, where's the venue?" And we would have both received the invite.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to trawl back through it.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to take the time to scroll up and find the thing.
That's like the great luxury we have. Like, everything is in my Gmail. Everything I've booked, everything I've done, everything I think, it's all in my Gmail. I just search for it. It's very easy. I can do it from a thing in my pocket.
Can you?
Yeah, I'll show you now.
But it's just laziness, I think. It's like the person who organizes the thing has always sent out the thing that goes, "Hey guys, here's the one pertinent message that has everything you need to know.
Yep.
Keep this one, scroll back to this if you have any questions."
Yep, absolutely. Josh, I am going to skew the conversation just a little bit, but you brought up laziness. I am curious as to whether you have had your watch fixed. Now, to give everyone a little bit of background, Josh's watch is broken. Right,
But broken is a strong word.
But he continues to wear it.
It is bizarre. Josh, what's the nature of the broken watch?
Are you talking about before I got the battery replaced or after?
No. After. I'm talking
Okay.
about the fact that when you look at your watch, you can't tell the time.
Yeah.
And the fix for this is to bang the watch.
It's so funny watching you do it.
The problem that exists now is sometimes, not all times, it's as if the face of the watch has just rotated a few degrees.
Which makes a difference to the time.
When it's an analog watch like it is, it makes a huge difference. It's very difficult to tell if it's like 2:30 or 3:00.
So why haven't you just dropped it off? Do you have respect for watchmakers? I have newfound respect for watchmakers. I watched a YouTube video of a guy taking apart a Japanese mechanized watch and a Swiss watch. It was unbelievable. I don't think you've got respect for what watchmakers can do.
What are you talking about?
Well,
I respect the expert that I take it to who magically fixes my thing. Of course I respect that.
But you don't, because you haven't taken it to them.
Yeah, it's not enough of a problem. It is. It's I just smack it with my wrist and it fixes it.
Do you wear a watch? Do you wear a watch for the time or because it looks good?
It's a little bit of both, but it's nice to be able just to look at my wrist to check the time.
Christian,
What an amazing question.
What an amazing answer.
What? Do you wear a watch for the time?
That is a completely legitimate question. I think there are a lot of people who wear watches as a status symbol or for an accessory.
If they're broken.
Well,
that's bizarre.
Well, so you're saying there are people walking around with really good-looking broken watches?
Yeah, and it wouldn't matter because no one is looking at the time on someone else's watch.
So if someone says, hey, mate, what's the time? And he...
Get your phone out. Yeah. Like, no, on your wrist right now. Oh, it's just for decoration.
Josh, the way...
This doesn't work at all.
It's always 2 p.m. somewhere.
Josh, the way you try and fix it is incredible, though. You keep it on your wrist and you just bang it really, really hard. But, like, if you were in a public place and you were doing that and a watchmaker saw you doing that, would you feel bad about doing
a single tear would just run down his face.
No, but I think your broken watch is worse because someone who has acknowledged my watch is broken won't ever look for the time, whereas yours tells a slightly different time depending on where the face has rotated.
But the thing that you don't appreciate is there are times when it is in the right spot and there is no issue and I get the right time straight away.
Yeah, that's great. That's the function of a watch.
Yeah, and that still occurs sometimes.
Josh, does your watch have a little thing for the day of the month?
I completely ignore that. That's been off for a long time.
You know how there's some things in your life, this is an answer I never want to hear. I want to ask the question, never want to hear the answer. How does the watch know if it's got 30 days or 31 days the month that it's in? Obviously, like, what do you do? Do you have to reset it every month?
You just wind it on.
That's shocking.
Is it?
Well, I'm sure more expensive ones maybe track it in some way if it contains the month. But for mine that is just a counter 1 to 31, you just reset it. The thing that I didn't work out for so long, I didn't work this out, is I could never, I'd change the date over and it would always not be right. And then finally I worked out it's because my watch was 12 hours off. So what I thought was 4 p.m., my watch thought was 4 a.m. So every time I thought the night, I was like, why is it changing in the middle of the day? I don't get this.
Of course.
And then I changed it by 12 hours and then the date kept ticking over as it should.
I think you've just solved someone else's problem as well. I actually think that's a problem on my watch.
Yeah. Can't wait to do that after the show. It'll be so exciting. We'll live stream shooting Dion's watch.
And Josh smashing his.
And now it's time for Oh Wow of the Week.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Whoopi Goldberg doesn't have any eyebrows.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So recently my girlfriend went overseas and she went overseas for a month and I have never seen someone so incredibly organized and have the most ridiculous foresight in packing her bag. It's been the most incredible couple of weeks where basically she's
been packing for a couple of weeks?
Yeah, so she plans the whole thing out. And apparently it's like a whole thing where it's particularly difficult when you're going to another place that is the opposite season. So you need to get in that headspace of, I can't wear pants over there.
Do you want to hear something weird? Sorry to interrupt. I can only wear T-shirts in summer because in winter, I feel like my breasts are larger. It's the weirdest thing. I feel like my breasts shrink in summer. My body knows.
Great.
So I agree. It's hard to get your mindset there.
Absolutely it is.
So I'm imagining now that at your place, the climate control is completely opposite. She's like, I'm getting in the zone, Dion. I'm sorry.
And whenever Christian comes around, his tits are huge. So anyway, so she has everything laid out, like on different sort of surfaces in her room, and she tries everything on, works out what the outfits will be. There's a whole kind of thing that goes with it. But it made me think, like, I've been watching her do this, and I'm like, I would love to be like this. Not like it's quite obsessive, but I would absolutely love to be good at this stuff and just being able to plan it, execute it, pack. travel.
So if I may ask, how old is your girlfriend?
She's 30. She's just turned 30.
She's just turned 30.
Yep.
Is she packing into a suitcase or a rucksack?
It's a rucksack. So it's one of those big backpacks.
Wow.
That
Top
she packs
loader?
into. Top loader.
Or front loader?
The key, we don't usually give good advice on this show, but the key are packing cubes. They are incredible.
Yeah.
Packing cubes with a zip.
Yep.
You roll your clothes or do you fold your clothes?
I'm a folder. I'm a big folder.
I scrunch.
And I Now imagine you to travel getting confused. I wipe my ass with my t-shirt again.
Wait, I roll the paper and put it up there? I keep having to wash all my clothes. Sorry, Josh, I interrupted you. Go on. You were saying?
I go the fold, and I do like those packing cubes where you can put a few shirts in and then zip it all up, and that keeps it tidy.
Yep.
The other thing with the backpack is, does she have the one that you can unzip the front bit so you can open it like a normal thing?
You can, but it's difficult because there are buckles everywhere. So it's essentially a top loader.
Yeah, I don't like the top loader. It's too much rummaging.
Yeah,
So I like the one you can flop up. But to your point about the backpack and the thing, I don't know when I will ever graduate from the backpack.
Oh, really?
I'm very comfortable with
Me
it every
too.
time I travel.
I'm the same. I think it gets me in a certain mindset of what the trip's going to be like. I totally agree.
That's interesting. I've graduated to a suitcase.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, and you know what? I've really enjoyed it. I really have. I feel like it's more spacious, and it's about being able to repack the bag.
Yeah.
In the suitcase, you've got so much room to fold things now instead of rolling.
Christian, does yours have a mesh inbuilt into it? Presumably you cut that out.
Yeah. No, it does have a mesh, which I put my underwear and socks in.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit better at compartmentalizing inside of the bag.
I think because my thing with the backpack is, I presume with my travels, I'll probably be walking around to the accommodation or moving around a lot. Whereas I feel the suitcase is more suited to, I'm going from the airport to the hotel and I'm settled.
Yep. See, this is where I took issue. I grew up with a backpack thinking, you know what, this is going to be great. I'll be walking around all these European streets and stuff. How often are you trekking miles and miles
Very
with your
true.
backpack? You
Not
probably,
miles.
but you could, kilometers then. But you could,
Yeah.
you could probably have a suitcase and just drag it behind you and get in a car, because normally you probably jump in a taxi.
Christian, I think you're right. Like, there's absolutely no point really to the backpack. It doesn't have significant advantages over the roller bag, but I don't know, it makes you feel kind of cooler.
I guess if you're going hiking, it makes you feel like you're younger, and it's going to be, like you said, Dion, it's a mindset thing. You're going into a different type of trip.
Well, it's called backpacking, isn't it? How can you do it otherwise?
But
I'm going suitcasing, guys.
roller packing.
But I'm not sure when I wear my backpack if I'm backpacking. That's the issue.
You're not.
I feel like I'm just on holiday.
Yeah, you have to be at a hostel if you're backpacking, I think.
No, that's not the essential ingredient.
What is?
Walking
No,
for
that's
prolonged
so...
periods of time.
Wait, so what's the essential ingredient of backpacking? Walking.
Walking, because
No, it's not. It's
walking
doing it rough,
or
isn't it?
traversing for a while with the backpack on the back.
That's not what backpacking
No,
is.
it's not strictly about your physical movement. It's how you're roughing it, the kind of places you're going. You're going a lot of long train rides. You're going a dirty bus.
Exactly.
Why
You've
can't
got
you
your
do that
face
with
in
a
the mud.
suitcase? Tough mudder. Everyone's got suitcases.
No, you can't do that with a suitcase. That's the advantage of backpack. I think it's getting on a train, as Josh said, moving from country to country, place to place, city to city. That's what backpacking is.
Okay, fine. Dion, you've said that your girlfriend is a good packer. Are you a good packer?
What do you think, Christian?
I think you're shocking.
Yeah, of
You
course
just
I'm
stuff
shocking.
everything in there.
I think it's annoying. I don't care enough in the packing process, but I care enough, obviously, when I'm overseas and I've got all my clothes. I think I just like to do it just really quickly and just get it done.
Where do you think you make the most mistakes in your packing?
That's a great question. I think it's probably, as a lot of us would do, it's overpacking.
Okay.
Like, it's got to be taking too much.
Classic.
You just never end up... You can't overpack underwear, though.
Oh, never overpack that.
Really?
You just can't.
How many?
It's too small. It's too small a space that it takes up for too great a benefit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect description of it.
Would you ever go inside out?
I've gone inside out before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your minimum, Dion? What's your minimum to take away for underwear? How many pairs are we talking?
Great question. So let's take a month as an example. I think I take a week plus one.
Okay, and Christian, how many are you taking?
Presumably this will be all completely different because we disagree on everything.
No, I take slightly more than that. I'd say that it's probably about 10 to 14.
Jesus,
14?
14.
Big call.
Oh, so 10's fine, 14's not.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine,
true.
10.
Because I'm about 10. Because I like to have, you can do your weekly wash, but you've got a little in the bank if you let it go a bit too long.
All right, so if you're traveling for a month, how many T-shirts are you bringing, Josh?
I kind of sit around maybe like 5 or something, I think. I mainly plan it around like a week. I will kind of want a week's worth of comfortable clothes that'll get me through a week, and then I can do my washing. And maybe I have to double a T-shirt once or twice. Not too big a deal.
Yeah, see, where I run into the biggest issues, I think, is with formal wear. Because you know that it's just going to sit at the bottom of your bag, whether you've got nice pants, a nice long sleeve shirt, a nice dress, and you don't, like, you're only going to need it that one time, but you'll need it that one time, so it has to be there.
Maybe there's a market for disposable formal wear. That would be great. Imagine that. Wear it once, take it off, put it in the bin.
Do you buy it over there then?
You could.
No, the problem is because it's the nice thing that you want to wear on the night out, or a few nights you go out. So you want to get a nice thing, but inevitably it's crushed up, it's crinkled because it's not being used. It's not on the rotation.
Yep.
I think the most interesting thing, just to jump back to your girlfriend for a moment, was she was planning out her outfits. And I don't know if that's a typically female thing to do or not, but I don't like the idea of when you're going packing, like, hey, this goes with this. This is a multi-purpose jacket. This thing could go with 3 different things over here.
A mutual friend of ours, Josh, has taken a photograph of every item of clothing in his wardrobe. Oh, yeah. And in the morning will wake up and plan his outfit for the day. Looking at his pictures and go, I'll have this with this.
That is incredible. Can you give me more details? What like is this documented in an app?
It's in an app, yeah.
It's like an album. So it's like, let's check out T-shirts. And then there's like nicely laid out in his bed, 1 to individual photos for all of them. Here are all the shorts I own. Here are all the pants I own.
Yeah.
Mental.
What's the purpose of it?
Planning your outfit.
Planning your outfit, exactly right.
How does this person dress?
Well,
makes sense.
I consider myself to be a good packer, and I think I've evolved my packing over the years, but I still run into issues with things like runners, because do you bring runners? Like, I always have this idea that you're going to work out when you go away. Or go for a run or something.
What do you think about exercise when you're away, Josh? Do you bother?
I'm walking around these cities, so that's the exercise.
Yeah. Good point.
Do you ponder if you bring to specifically exercise?
Yeah, like
that
some
seems
runners
so foreign
to go
to
for
me.
a run or something.
Yeah, so I just have like my sneakers for walking around.
Yeah.
And my thongs. That'll probably do me.
Good
Yeah,
way to-
is that enough? Is that enough for shoes? 2 pairs?
Yeah, I reckon.
What? 2 pairs?
Sneakers and thongs?
Yeah.
What about the nice shoes when you go out that time?
He doesn't have nice shoes.
But the sneakers will probably cover that. I don't need to be that nice looking.
How many pairs of shoes do you bring?
I'd say it's 3.
3?
Yeah.
At least.
Including thongs?
Yeah, thongs, the sneaker walking ones, and then a slightly nicer pair.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You wouldn't bring 4?
No, 4 pairs of shoes. Where are you putting all of these shoes?
Well, shoes you can tie onto your backpack.
Oh,
Well,
what?
You can't tie it onto your roller bag, can you?
Tupperware as well to tie on there.
No.
I hate those people.
Have you never done that before with shoes? You just put them together, the laces together, tie a big knot.
But that's your permanent solution when you're traveling the whole time. There's a pair of shoes hanging off your bag.
Yeah, it's like having a metronome wherever you walk.
So, Dion, you're taking so many shoes. How are you packing them? Like, because I go, like, in the bag. Do you do the flip on top? So you go heel on top of toe, toe on top of heel?
Heel on toe. And the other thing I do is I put a sock in the thing.
shoe.
Yeah, in the shoe
that's a good one.
to give it shape.
That's interesting. See, I put all of my toiletries in the shoes.
Toiletries in the
Yeah,
shoes?
because I've ditched the toiletry bag now.
What?
That's a terrible idea.
Why?
That can't be a good idea.
Toiletry bags are just superfluous.
Okay, let me see this, right? So your toothbrush,
Yep.
the thing that goes in your mouth,
Yep.
is down by your toes. Is that how it works?
I've told you I've got clean feet. You know this.
Sanitize your toothbrush.
To be honest, I just throw all of my toiletries in the bag, and they're just
What's covering the head of your toothbrush?
nothing.
What are you talking about?
that's
Why? Why do
The
I have
head
to
of your
cover the-
toothbrush is roaming loose in your bag.
Oh, shut up, Josh! I give it a little bit of a wash before I use it.
That's unbelievable.
Why? You use it at a camping festival, just put it in your mouth and just swallow the toothpaste. You got no issue with hygiene.
But what about like a toothpaste or something that could potentially be squeezed or squoze?
And this is another issue. This is another issue that I have with people who pack. Are people that keep wrapping everything in plastic upon plastic because they think it's going to explode on the aircraft.
Hey,
Oh, story.
Shaving cream once, like not a can of it, like a little tube of it, like a sunscreen tube, but shaving cream.
Exploded.
Altitude made it squeeze out the back end, and it was all sealed up, baby, because I put it in an extra thing.
Oh, you saved it. That's really great.
So, hey, it works for some of us.
Yeah, all right. I've just never had it happen to me, and I feel like toothpaste, everyone's just so worried it'll explode in their bag.
Wait, so the impression that I've got, Josh, let's get this right. The question we've got of Christian is that with his toiletries, he throws them into his bag, and the ones that he doesn't, he shoves them in his shoes. Is that right, Christian?
Yeah, that's about right.
Why do you think the toiletry bag is redundant? What's wrong with a toiletries bag?
It takes up too much space.
No, it doesn't. It saves you space because it puts all that stuff together.
No, because they can fit in nooks and crannies.
Okay, how about this? When you're making the walk over to the communal bathroom to have your shower and everything, what are you taking everything
Your shoes!
in? There you go. It's that guy again taking his shoes to the shower.
I tie the laces up to the shower head and just let it hang.
Hey guys, I thought I'd just whip out my phone and check in on Instagram, but I thought I'd scroll right to the bottom. So I went all the way down and actually found Winston Churchill's account.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
At Cigar Lad. And he's got this great picture of this beautiful, gorgeous beach. He's got this beautiful picture of this beach, and it says, "Can't wait for all the boys to arrive for our surprise beach bash for my special guy. Hashtag just for him. Hashtag cruise life. Hashtag fight me." So that was Winston. Were you looking for your Instagram as well, Dion?
Yeah. So I was, I scrolled. It took me about 6 hours, but I got right to the bottom, and the handle was Napoleon _boner _ 69, and I can see a photo of Napoleon posing next to a very regal looking horse, and it says, "Genuinely looking forward to le battle today." Those have no idea what's coming. Hashtag revolution, hashtag vive la France, hashtag insta horses. Christian, what did you notice? Did you notice anything?
Yeah,
in your
I
feed?
got that far down as well. I actually saw Mahatma Gandhi's post at Childish Gandini. God. He's put a photo of his dinner plate. It's empty, and the comment is "dinner time." 3 exclamation marks, hashtag clean eating, hashtag shredding.
A while ago, I came home and was chatting with my girlfriend, and not long after, maybe say, 5 or 6 minutes into the, just the welcome, how you going, what's going on, I kind of, when I'm getting home, I had to decompress a bit, you don't just jump straight into things. Oh. And I kind of got accosted. I don't feel I had enough time, but she had a go at me because she's like, "Are you not going to ask?" And this is the worst part of it. I don't know if it was like, I think it was she, either the first day of a new job or she had an interview or something that day. Yep. So it should be the first thing on my mind. But I feel it was too quick. She's like, "Are you going to ask how my job interview went?" I was like, I don't think I've had enough time here because it's been 5 minutes. I haven't.
5 minutes.
Mate, I reckon
is so long.
No, I reckon you got to give me 15.
15 minutes before you ask how's your day been,
and then you can have a go.
15 minutes is into what's for dinner, what are we doing?
No.
That's deep into planning.
No, but this is like getting home and you're just whole home being as soon as you arrive home.
How long have you been in the same room together?
I guess it's as I've come into the kitchen, it's all kind of one and the same.
So I'm really curious to dissect this further because I am on the opposite side here. So when you've walked into let's say the kitchen, you're both in there?
Yes.
So she's already there?
Yes.
So the moment you walk in, what's the first thing you're saying?
Hi, how you going? Like that kind of thing.
Hi, how you going?
Oh, I don't know.
How long have you been singing for?
It's like, you'd...
Hi, I'm Josh.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like the general, like, how has your day been? But I got in trouble for not asking the specific pointed question about the specific thing. That was the issue.
It's so interesting, Josh, to the point that you said that it was a momentous day, like first day of something. I was with you. But the fact that it was, didn't you want to know straight away how her first day at her new job was?
Yeah, no, it's not that I'm not interested in it. It's that like when I get home, there's a lot of other things going on. I'm just trying to relax and ease into it.
What are the other things that are going on when you get home?
my brain's a mess.
No, I know what you mean. Decompression when I get home is a big thing. I love to change straight away. When I get home, I change.
I guess the main thing is, though, I want to... And this is the thing that comes up a lot. I want to wait for the time when I can be fully invested in having the conversation about it.
Oh, that's interesting.
I feel like if I just arbitrarily ask and I'm not really want to listen yet, it's like that's just kind of wasted. I'd rather take the time.
So you'd save it for the dinner table, face to face. Okay, tell me about the job interview.
Yeah.
See, I think it's very... Sometimes it's difficult. You can forget big things like that because you're kind of lost. But it's so important, Josh. It's so important for that to be the first thing that comes out of your mouth because I feel like that's the essence of the relationship.
The other thing that you can do is go, hey, I hope you had an awesome day. I'm just going to relax for 5 minutes. Let me, flag it. I can flag it and then come back to it.
Well, how long do you think you give the other person in that situation? How long do you give them to say it for themselves before you get annoyed?
Yeah, so
how long have they got?
I'm your girlfriend here, Josh. I get annoyed very quickly. I'm probably going to give a minute to 2 minutes.
That is tough.
And if you haven't asked me in about 2 minutes...
You're out.
Yeah, you're offside.
Yeah.
I'll pull the card and go, had the job interview today in a very guilt-inducing tone.
Will you give the thanks for asking?
Yeah. Oh, no, but they know.
Yeah.
But the whole point of that question, see, I had an issue where my girlfriend was saying, oh, it's fine. Like, how's your day been? Oh, it was fine.
Oh, no, it's not good enough.
And it was...
Either dispute the question or answer it properly.
Yeah, but it was fine. It was a fine day. And the thing is, for me, I want to know every detail of the day so I can get an update on your life, That way I can track how things are going. Relationships are improving.
Would kill me. Would absolutely kill me. That is very demanding. Understandable to a point of concern, but that's quite demanding. So you really want to know everything that happened the day that was of significance.
Of course, yeah. That's how you know intimately about your partner.
But what's your threshold for significance?
Oh, just whatever's happened. Dion, what happened today for you? Tell me, what happened today?
Today I drove my girlfriend to the airport. I popped into... No, there's just nothing interesting.
Yeah,
apart from that...
How is driving your... Okay, look at this. Oh, great. Where's she going?
She's going overseas.
Awesome, done. See, we've got a conversation happening. That's
this
the
is like
point.
Christian's tips for having a conversation now.
This is... No. This is every human's tips for having a conversation. I'm educating just you two. I have found an interesting thing happening, though, when I'm asked how my day's been on the phone. I draw a weird distinction. In real life, I'll give it my best to give it a real answer. But on the phone, I've just got a stock standard response. It'll be like, hey, how you going? Yeah, good, thanks. How are you? But that's it. Do you have your stock response when you're asked how you're going on the phone?
Well, normally the phone, I don't know if you guys do this. I don't have the phone call for a conversation. There's always purpose behind a phone call with me. And there's some people who call up to have a chat. I was never one of those people. So I'm with you, Christian, that I just give it a short, sweet, and move on to the real purpose of the conversation.
Do you know when you can do that, Josh? You can do it when you're doing a car call. I bloody love a call from the car.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. And anything better than car to car?
Oh, the double.
It's so good. But then it's very awkward when someone gets to the destination first and you just I absolutely want to end the call. Once I'm at the destination, end the call. End it.
Car telephones are too loud.
Yeah,
they are.
The dial tone.
What is going on there?
Do you mean the ones that are inbuilt into the cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very loud.
I swear to God, I heard someone's car phone ringing from 3 cars down.
Yeah. What is with that? Is it are the phones with cars in the worst insulated than other cars?
Have you ever done the thing, though, the phone conversations in the car? I sometimes pretend I'm at my destination earlier than I am. I was like, well, I'm here now. Gotta go.
Absolutely. Yeah. The other thing I was thinking about cars recently, I think it's incredible how waterproof cars are.
Yeah.
That water never seeps through. The life of a car. If you had a car that's like 30 years old, water never gets in. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
I'd say that's pretty key to the build of the car, though.
Yeah. No, why?
Why?
Water resistance.
Why would it be?
So you can't... Oh, you know the answer to this, Dion.
Is the engine water resistant or can it take water from below?
All that shit can get a bit wet.
How?
You just got to keep the connection secured.
Here we go.
Now let's get into territory we have no idea about.
Season 4, getting back into the science.
It's technical, mechanical things now.
But I've actually been really mulling on this, on how I answer phones recently. I'm curious to hear how you both answer a phone call. Dion, if I was to give you a call...
So this is a friend-to-friend call?
Yeah. friend to friend.
Okay.
No cars involved.
Yeah.
You're on foot.
Yep.
Okay, let's just pretend I'm giving you a call now. It's ring, ring.
Ring, ring, ring. Hello?
Hey.
And then you just hang up.
Let's try again.
Okay.
Bring.
Hey, mate, what's up?
Hey, man. I don't know why I'm struggling so much. You didn't ask how I'm doing. That's why it was so difficult.
But I don't ask it. Like, I don't need to ask you that. Do you need to ask a friend how they're doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
When
Do
you
want me to
answer-
ask- you don't care. Do you care if I ask you how you're doing? How things?
Hey, man, how you going?
Oh, that's what I say. I say, how things? Let's do it again.
Okay. Bring.
How things?
All right, I'm calling you, Josh. Bring.
Hello, this is Josh.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Oh, Christian. Hey, I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. I didn't care. Honestly, there was that 5 seconds at the start of the call where I had no consideration for what your answer was or what mine was going to be.
But it's because it's not a real question. It's part of the greeting.
Great point. Is it a real question? Christian, are you asking that question because it's real?
Nope. That's what I'm saying. On a phone call, I don't care, but it's part of the hello. It's like the hello, how you doing? Yeah, not too bad. All right, let's get to the point.
Do you ever have the thing that you pause too long because you don't ask the question? So let's do that again. So you've called me. So hello, this is Josh.
Hey, man, how you doing?
You're not too bad. And I just because it's like you've called me, so you got to go now. And sometimes I do that, and I can feel it. You feel it.
Yeah.
It's like a second and a half, and you go, "It's too long now." I should have just said, "How are you?"
I tend to answer the question far too literally. I actually really think about how I'm going and how my day's been. It's a mind fuck.
So on the phone, you're completely different to real life.
No. In real life, I do it, just not with close friends. With close friends, I feel like if they're going to
Great.
tell me something, they'll...
So close friends and your girlfriend, you'll choose not to respond to the question, but strangers, you'll give them your life story.
Ding, 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 ding.
Really, really good. You know what's really, really good? Really, really good. You know what's really, really good?
Do you know what's really good? When a friend sends you an article to read and it's not too long.
Really good. Really good. Do you know what's really good? When you're in the shower and drop the soap and manage to pick it up without getting your hair wet.
Really good.
Really good.
Really good.
You know what's really good? Watching someone get embarrassed when you catch them singing the wrong lyrics.
Really good. Really good.
We love hearing your really goods, and every fortnight we have a Really Good Friday. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, where we ask you for your best really goods. But in light of this being the first patch of the season, we're going to take a really good that was posted on our board at the live show. And you know what Daniel Reutman thinks is really good? When you visit a new barber and they execute the haircut you described. Really good. Really good. Really good. You know what's really good? Thank you for listening to Welcome to Patchwork. This has been the first patch of Season 4. We're so happy to be back. Just a heads up, as we said at the start of the patch, if you want to check out and watch a video of the live show, you can watch it free, streaming live on our Patreon page. If you go to patreon.com/welcome to patchwork, you can go now and you can watch it. And it's really, really fun to watch to relive if you weren't there or even if you were.
Yeah, a lot of people said they enjoyed watching our nuances when we're off the microphone.
And for our patrons who are signed up, they actually get access to the video of the second half of the show. So that's for patrons only, but otherwise the first half completely free to everyone.
And as we do every week, we sew a new patch into our quilt of friendship. Josh, what patch did you sew in this week?
Dion, my patch this week is Christian packing 24 pairs of underwear for a weekend away. Christian, what patch did you sew this week?
Josh, this week I sewed into my patch me standing in front of a hostel mirror, combing my hair with the treads of my runners. And Dion, what did you sew into your patch this week?
My patch this week is Christian limping around overseas, only to realise he's left his toiletries inside his shoes. Thank you for listening to Welcome to Patchwork this week. I've been Dion.
I've been Josh.
And I've been Christian.
Goodbye.
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 Look up a photo. It's true.
Oh, God.
The whole time. The whole time. She's always never had them.
Hang on. So she tattooed them on?
No. Go to fucking Sister Act or something. They're not there.
Who doesn't want any eyebrows at all? Oh, hang on. She's never had eyebrows.
Never had them.
She just doesn't want...
What do you mean doesn't want them? She doesn't have them.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg.
And we've never noticed it. Look. She's never had them.
What the fuck?